when human beings lie, we always find a way to rationalize the reason why we lie. If somebody walks up to you and asks you, "Hey man, how are you doing?" and let's say you feel like shit, you're stressed out, you got a lot of shit going on, why do you say I'm okay? Why don't you tell the truth in that moment? Why don't you open up and just tell the person? Part of the reason why people tend to lie is not necessarily because they want to hurt people. Sometimes they recognize that people don't necessarily have the bandwidth to handle the truth, aka you don't really want to know how I feel. You just try to have spark up a conversation, chit chat. And this is mostly the case. That doesn't mean that every time somebody asks you, "Hey man, how are you doing?" they don't care. That sometimes people care. You know what I'm saying? So people lie for all kinds of reasons. People lie because they don't want to burden you with certain truths. People lie because they want to protect some secret that may be damaging to them or to somebody else or to yourself or to both or to a combination thereof. People lie sometimes because in their mind they rationalize it as the right thing to do. People lie for all kinds of reasons. But why is it that when we find out that somebody lied to us, it's so aching and it's so annoying? And it's very egregious whenever you actually trusted that person to tell you the specific truth about what you specifically asked or something they specifically promised they were going to do. It's very aching when you trust somebody. If the person, so you have trust in somebody and the person commits to say, "You know what, I promise you that I'm going to do this." As a man, you shake on it and then the person betrays you. That really hurts. It's one thing for somebody to lie when you already kind of had the expectation. You don't get your hopes up. You're like, "You know what, I don't even believe it." Versus you trusting somebody and the person lying to your face. That is like somebody spitting in your face. It's just disrespectful and it's unkind. And there's something within us that does not put up with that. There's something within us as human beings that does not allow us to tolerate lies. Because somebody asked me, "Why do you even care that he lied about the Epstein files? Why do you even care that the Epstein files didn't come out? How does that affect you personally?" It affects me in that you lied to my face. And that specific lie carries a certain connotation. That's why I say that there's lies that you can brush off, but there's certain lies that you can brush off. There's petty lies, but there's egregious lies. Because I know we all lie. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never lied. We all have lied at some point for all kinds of different reasons. But there's levels to this shit. And so if you commit to say you are going to expose the Epstein files and arrest everybody and perk walk them to jail, and then you walk that back, and your rationale is you have some friends that are gonna be hurt, it's ludicrous. If I have friends that are pedophiles, they can't be my friends anymore. Now, even if, because let's play this out. Let's just say you have somebody like Howard Lutnick. Let's just say he really didn't touch any girls. But then just the political damage of just being in the list is going to be something. Even in that scenario, what you're doing is you're trying to protect your body from being bad-mouthed at the expense of women that were raped as kids. How do you even come to that conclusion? And so, if you're asking, if your question is, how does the Epstein file affect you? Never mind the fact that it could be your own child. Never mind the fact that it could be your own sister. Never mind the fact that it could be you could be that victim. Never mind the fact that it could be your own child, your own daughter, your own son, your own nephew. Never mind that. But the fact that it happened to somebody and you're willing to let that go over you trying to protect a friend, even if that friend is innocent, is ludicrous. If I have a friend that is either a pedophile or a pedophile adjacent friend, that will make me have one less of a friend. On God. We are not friends. We are not friends. Why are you messing with pedophiles? Why are you even friends with people that are pedos? Knowing that they are pedophiles, you're still maintaining some sort of a relationship with them. Unless you got unequivocally prove that you had a compelling business reason to write an email to this man or to deal with this man just because he was a node in the chain of command or a node in a route to somewhere, there's no reason why you should be talking to him. There's a reason why you cut some people off. And so that's my response to why do I care? I care because I was a child. I care because I have a niece. I care because I have a child. I care because I have a nephew. I care because those were children. Those could have been me, my sisters. It could have been my cousins. It could have been my own family member. That's why I care. And I'm not going to have to wait. I don't have to wait for it to hit me personally to recognize that that is wrong. This is why I say politics is a blood sport. I don't know if I could be a politician. Hey, maybe I'm not cut out of that type of cloth. Maybe I'm just not built for it. I draw the line. I draw the line, bro. I'm not doing it. You're not gonna catch me playing hee hee ha ha with pedophiles because I'm trying to what? I'm a human. I've got kids, bro. 1,000% on Team Thomas Massey, 1,000% on Team Madrid Taylor Green, 1,000% on Team Rokano on this one. I never thought I was going to say this ever. But fuck Trump. Fuck you. Fuck you for protecting pedophiles in the name of trying to protect your friends. Fuck you. Fuck you for lying to my face and making me turn and fight and argue for you for years on end. Fuck you. When it comes to the Epstein file, Trump and Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, fuck you. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say.